We are live. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, this is gonna suck. All right, what's up everybody? Let's get right to the point. It is December 1st, 2023. Yeah, that means 3 weeks to Christmas. Can you believe it? That is ridiculous. Okay, so what is this December 10-minute exercise challenge? I'm finding it hard to actually do exercise even though I teach exercise, okay? So this is really a little bit about me holding myself accountable, but you can also do it with me too. So let's get off of our asses and do something and let's stop making excuses, okay? Because I've been up since 8:30 this morning. I work from home. Yes, I do videos, I edit, and I'm working hard, but sometimes I just don't want to get off my ass and go do work, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So let's talk quickly though about my elbow and tendonitis. I haven't made an official follow-up post with all of that great stuff. Okay, so you guys know or should know that I've had tendonitis for a long while. Yeah, right here on the inner elbow. It's preventing me from doing awesome stuff, which is why I don't post as much. Okay, so back in July, I did PRP therapy. It's $800 a shot. You got to do a minimum of 3 shots. Yeah, it's a $2,500 hit to the wallet right there. Then I can't do anything for 6 weeks, and then I just went to 3.5 months of physical therapy. Fucking boring. Okay, but I am getting better, kind of. Can I say that it's because of the shots and I recommend it? No, not really. I don't know. You know, I would put another 2 shots in my elbow just to see for good measure because I feel like wasting money. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Anyways, so what are we going to do? Every day until the 23rd, I think that sounds good, 3 weeks or maybe the 21st. Yeah, 10 minutes of exercise. And if you happen to go to gym that day, guess what? You're off the hook, okay? And I will do something at the gym with you. But we should be able to do stuff around the house that's kind of easy. So what kind of tools as a fitness person, yourself, should you have on hand? Probably yoga blocks, right? We should all have a yoga mat. Ideally, if you're a high functioning fitness person, yeah, you might have a hanging bar. Okay, I can't do any fucking pull-ups right now. That is bad for me, okay? I was doing good before the elbow really started hurting. I can barely hold for 25 or 30 seconds at a time, max, if I want to push it. Okay, so we will do a day where we'll do some hangs just for a little bit. Mixed in there will just be some regular calisthenics and moving our asses and doing something. Really, it's just about doing something instead of doing nothing, okay? So the first thing we're going to do here is I got some yoga blocks, okay? So you can always hit pause or you can whatever, come back in a little bit. We're just going to do some yoga stuff on the bottom here, okay? So let me turn this down, and you can see I'm still in jeans, right? I got to go, I'm going to go stuff myself, my face with some pizza after this, okay? Because it's Friday, it's raining, and I'm hungry, and I haven't done anything. So this is me, burning off some calories before things get started. So we are going to do some push-ups. We need to be doing push-ups, friends, okay? And if you can't do any push-ups, and you've been talking about it, all right, it's time to stop talking about it and start putting, pounding the pavement. So yoga blocks, maybe you have some soft ones like these. Maybe you have the hard cork ones. These are hard, and they have the parallels that are built in too. So if you have these are good, especially if you have bad wrists, if you know how to keep your wrists aligned. But let's just say we've got this. So what can we do with these? We're going to do some dips, okay? So let me see what time it is so I can actually time myself here. It is 7:15. Hey, Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Cool. All right. I got Google on my back too. Okay. So what can we do with these? If you have 2 of these, we can actually do more work, which is always good. So we're going to do some dips, some tricep work. And most of the stuff, you should, if you know you need a little warm up before you start, do a little warm up, but you shouldn't need a heavy warm up in order to do some of the stuff. If you got TheraBands or big bands, heavy duty bands, that'll be great. Okay. So let's start with some triceps, some dips. Okay. So if you just have a pair of blocks like this that are soft, squeeze them into the side of your hips right here. Yeah, you're going to put your hands down here. Try to keep your fingers from not going over. I want a full pad right here. Yes. Squeeze, and you're going to claw the block so your fingers need to be engaged so you can push and lift your booty up, okay? So your hand is still active, it is not relaxed, okay? And that is what's gonna prevent your wrist from really hurting when you sit into this. And the softer blocks are nice because they're a little bit more forgiving, okay? Harder ones would not. And I could do certain stuff on the ground here, but this is gonna give us a little bit of height, right? It'll get our ass off of the ground, right? And it'll give us a little bit of a bit to work. Man, I haven't taught in a long ass time, so it's really good. I'm also learning to find my words. So we're just going to work on some dips. What's a good number? 10. So as you go up and down, what happens, people tend to start falling backwards, and then they're in the heel of the hand, and that's why your wrist hurts, okay? The fingers still need to be active so you can go up and down. So we're just going to go for for a little bit. I don't know, what's a good number? 10 is always a good number to shoot for most things. For dips like this, you should be able to do 15 or 20 maybe, but you can move at your own pace. And this is nice and easy, okay? So let's say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Okay, we get a little breather right here, okay? So most of the stuff that I do nowadays is controlled throughout the entire action, in and out. So what does that mean? So it means that if I was up really high on the blocks and these were super stable, you could do this if you're a little more advanced, but I don't recommend it. Yeah, it's really easy to let gravity pull me down, and all I have to do is push up. So I want you to have negative resistance on the way down, so you're controlling yourself on the way down and on the way up, okay? If you have multiple blocks, you could take them, you could stack them, which is always nice too, so you could have two, especially if you have like these squishy ones, they start to get a little bit wobbly, so it's better if you keep them in their wide format right here, because in this way, we can come up a little bit higher, right, and do a deeper dip and get more of the tricep in there, okay? So if you keep your legs crossed, right, it's gonna be easier because your fulcrum, your contact point is here. If we do the second set out here, which we're gonna do now, so you're gonna straighten your legs. Yes, I'll turn these so you can see me to the front here, and I'm not turning to the side. Hey, look at my shoes. At least they're clean. Okay. I do wear Reebok size 9, if anybody wants to buy me something for Christmas, because these ones are getting ugly. Okay, so here we go for a second set. Yes, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going for 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, yeah, man. Boom, look at that. See that? That's a real cut right there. You don't need a Band-Aid for that, okay? Boom. Dad jokes. Hey, oh, hey. I'll be here all week. Second show is never the same as the first. Okay, so in between we're reading. I mean, what are we doing here? We're supposed to not just going to do 3 sets of dips for 10 minutes, right? That's too easy. It's almost a waste of time. So let's do some squats while we're here, okay? Because I'm not really breathing heavy enough personally, yeah? So let's get the glutes going out here. Boom. Yes. A little bit wider than the hips, nice and parallel. We'll pop and do 30, okay? Here we go, down. And I don't know why I bring my hands up. Okay, I feel like I just like watch too much stuff. That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got to work on the glutes. Got to get that cake. Yeah, I got to get that donk. Feeling nice and tight. I promise. You know, I don't ever admit to my age, but I'm like somewhere over 40, but I identify as 30. Okay. As long as I can keep my ass nice and tight as a man. Yeah, that is definitely part of the fountain of youth. I mean, man butt already looks kind of weird as is, but if you got a nice little rumpalicious booty as a man, yes, bounce quarters right off of that. Bing! I don't even know what number we're on. Probably 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, good. Try to go down as low as you can. Hopefully you don't have any issues with the knees. 5 more. 3. And that's actually 4. Okay. 2. I can't count, but I can. Last one. And, oh, that feels good. Okay. So we're going to take a breather here. We're going to do another set. Then we're going to go back to the triceps again. Okay. So like I said, it's just like totally random. Okay. Maybe in like 3 or 4 more days, I'll get a little more organized and I'll be like, here's what we're actually going to do today. We're going to focus on one muscle group. But you know what? It's all about just doing something, right? And hopefully something out of your norm. All right, how do we feel? Let's do another one. This time, let's make it just a little bit wider, yeah? A little bit wider. Okay, now it's like, this is like hip width plus a little bit. That's a little bit deeper. Still gonna go down. Boom. Luckily, these pants are a little bit stretchy, but I would laugh my ass off if it like tore, like, that's 5 right there. Boom. Let's try to keep upright a little bit more. So you see how I was like starting to bend over? Yeah, I'm like, booty back, chest forward. Now let's see if we can go straight down. Taking an elevator. 8, 9, 10. Boom. It's like one of those TikTok-y songs where it's like, boom, wiggle with it. That's 14, 15. We'll go to 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah, feels good. Shake it out. All right, let's go back to the blocks. What do you think? Take a couple breaths here. The pizza's gonna taste good. I also ordered pepperoni and mushrooms. And it's a large, but I'm not gonna eat all that today because I can resist the urge, but it is damn good pizza. It's not a chain either. All right, so we're gonna do 2 more sets. So I don't know how long 10 minutes is. I mean, we gotta be at least halfway there, right? So single blocks, okay? If you are a little bit more advanced and you know that you can have your blocks in this upright position right here, okay, it's gonna be a little more wobbly, so you are gonna need to squeeze your arms in like this, yes, hug your pockets type of stuff so they don't flop over. And sometimes for fun, I do them straight up like this. This is the most wobbly, the most inconsistent. It is better off stacking up a couple of them, yeah? So this time, once again, legs are straight, yes. Flex your feet, so it's just the heels that are making contact as you go up and down. Hug them in here by my sides. Now this time our hands are gonna wrap, okay? So wrap around the side because we're not placing it flat. So I'm over the top. I'm gonna push up, my hands are right by where my hip bone is, where the socket comes straight down, so that way when I push straight down, I'm nice and up, yes? Let's pause here for just a second and hold. And I'm not letting my weight collapse my wrist. I am pushing out of the shoulders, and then I am trying to push my hand down into the block so that I'm lifting out of my wrist a little bit. It might not make sense right off the bat, but here we go. Let's go down dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, 10 is always a good number. 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go for 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, pause there for a second. If you did those ones, you should wrap out your wrists here just a little bit. It's good for me too, feels good. Boom, roll them in, around, boom, go the other way. Here, put your hands together. A little techno dance. Techno like this. Can you go the other way? Ooh. Now I definitely only go one way. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Ooh, shit. And around. Boom. Put your hands together. Roll it around the wrist. Yes, try to keep the wrist connected the entire time. And then when you go all the way around, see if you can get the hand to make contact as you're rolling all the way around here too. Yes. Good. Boom. Let's do a little stretch here up the front side. So both hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide, fingers are active, keep the arms straight and locked out, push out of the shoulders, lean into the wrist. So when you do this, it looks a little bit like you're doing a planche in a sense. You know, for me, I have a lot of range, so I do get into this planche shape here, but it should be active in the fingers, yes, but a nice stretch in the wrist, yes. So for me, this is like nothing, okay? For you, it might be something right here. For me, I have to go deeper. Good, pulling it back here. Now we can do a little 45-degree turn out to the kick. Boom, arms straight, locked out, push out of the shoulders. Same deal, come forward. Ooh, there's the 10-minute timer. Hey, Google, turn off the timer. Oh, thank you. That was so good. Hey, look at that. It's perfect timing. Yeah, 10 minutes goes by quick. We did something. That pizza's going to taste so damn good. Boom, coming back here. We'll do a reverse one, okay? So still shoulder width apart. Yeah, fingers are still active. Keep all your fingers on the ground. This is going to be the last one. This is really good. Yeah, keep the arms straight, locked out, push out of the shoulders. You can go back as far as you can. Feels really nice. You should feel a really good stretch. Some people are like, you should be a real nice myofascial release into this upper part right here. Yeah, that's typically what they say. And I get to go in here real deep. It's nice. And then slowly start to peel the heel of the hand up. It starts to round the fingers and the digits. Yes, the thumbs might come off first and then the pinky finger, but the 3 fingers in the center, your pointer, your middle, and your ring finger. Oh, hey, look at it. I knew that off the top of my head. Are still connected, and then roll it back down. Yes, like you're unrolling a rug, but it's your fingers that are bending. Yes, here, palm, heel of the hand. Give it a breath. We're going to do that stretch one more time before we wrap up. Pull in, keep the palm completely on the heel, still touching the floor. Arms are straight and locked out. Push out of the shoulder. Yep, start to lift the heel The hands start to peel, just the thumb might come off. Yes, I'm like bending my fingers back as much as I can. Then the pinky's coming off, and then the rest, yes? So if you don't exercise your fingers, your hands, you don't like try bending your fingers back and stretching that out, you should. Yeah, or take your hand and start to round the fingers back. Typically I do it like this, but I'm just showing you from a side profile. Yes, yeah, your feet and hands, your feet and hands, your fingers and your toes need just as much attention as the rest of your body. But a lot of the times it's just an afterthought, right? We're just like, oh no, I work on pointing my feet. That's it, I do calf raises. No, that's like, yeah, that's a great place to start, but that is not enough if you want to make some good changes here. Good, peel this back. This is what you should be doing. When you're just watching TV, you're not doing anything, you're sitting on the couch, yeah? Move your hands, roll them around, stretch out the fingers, stretch out the wrist, like just do something while you're sitting there. Okay, so that's December 1st. That was quick little workout number 1. Hopefully you'll have some nice bands or something. Like I said, a pull-up thing. You can always order it on Amazon. It'll be here in 3 days, yes? But this is good for me. This will be good for you, be good for us. Yeah, let's kill it in December, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, my friends. It's been a while.